How can we create safe learning environments for all students to find their voice and build their confidence? This is one of our driving questions in talking about what technology to implement here at Bullis. Whether an introvert or extrovert, regardless of a student's processing speed, we aim to use technology to empower all students to become active participants in their learning. When I say the words processing speed, so many people immediately think that I'm talking about a learning accommodation, and that in and of itself might be part of the problem. The reality is that some of us are comfortable responding immediately, but others prefer to take in all the material and synthesize their thoughts before contributing to the conversation. The problem is that the traditional classroom environment tends to reward those students who are quick thinkers and talkers. At Bullis, we are working to change that. By embracing technology, we have the chance to free up the time and space in our classrooms to get to know students as individuals and bring a new level of compassion to our teaching. We can help students build confidence by tapping into each learner's style and strengths. By setting individualized goals with students, they can experience both challenge and success. We fully recognize that a tool is only a tool until it is part of a solution. My hope here is to disconnect from the tools themselves and instead give you a snapshot of their impact through the intentional integration of these tools into our classrooms and teaching. The potential to get detailed information about how students are processing material and the opportunity to provide a variety of ways for students to showcase their understandings is transformative. At Bullis, we have a small set of go-to tools that we've carefully selected because they fit into our larger curricular goals and mission as a school. These tools all center around giving all students in the classroom a chance to actively participate in their learning instead of passively receiving information. This major shift in the structure of our classrooms provides a level of individualized attention and compassion in our teaching that is hard to replicate without the technology. The reality is that we can gain powerful insight into students' needs and provide them multiple ways of showcasing their understanding and expressing themselves when we carefully think about how the technology enables us to transform the design of our lessons. And that is the approach we take to infusing tech into the classroom here at Bullis. It's not just about using laptops in the classroom, rather, it's about creating a real shift in our teaching and creating student-centered, collaborative environments in our classrooms. 4 major goals we have focused on are empowering student voice, feedback that informs, process over product, demonstrating understanding. Empowering student voice is one of our largest focuses. What we mean by this is giving all students a chance to respond and actively contribute to class discussion in a format that is most comfortable to them. While some are naturally more vocal, others thrive when they have a moment to process and type out their thoughts or rehearse and record a video response. At Bullis, we embrace these technology tools so that we're careful not to reward only those students who are the first to raise their hand, and to help students understand that quicker does not mean smarter. 2 tools that we draw on frequently to achieve this goal are Pear Deck and Flipgrid. Pear Deck is an interactive presentation tool that allows all students to engage with a lesson from their own device. Pear Deck gives the quiet and quick students and the louder and more methodical students equal voice. After each student has responded from their own device, the teacher can project all responses on the board for group discussion. Most importantly, we are not just discussing one student's answer. Instead, we're discussing the whole class's results. Flipgrid, the other tool, is a threaded video discussion platform. In using Flipgrid over and over again, we've seen the shy, quiet student present with a voice we otherwise would not have had the opportunity to hear from. Again, this is a tool that allows students a chance to take the time to process and practice before responding. For some of our students, this can be key. Feedback that informs is another major goal of ours, and tech tools can give us such powerful insight into both full class and individual student needs. Edpuzzle is one of our favorite tools to use in this area. Edpuzzle allows teachers to embed interactive content and monitoring into any video. Edpuzzle transforms a passive video into active learning by allowing the teacher to embed learning checks with instant feedback along the way so that students can self-assess their understandings as they watch. Teachers receive analytics on how and when students have watched the material material to inform what needs attention before students even walk into the classroom. Instead of the question being, what content do I need to deliver today? The focus can be, how do I best address the questions that students are actually struggling with? The third goal is process over product, meaning that we try to emphasize through the construction of lessons and assignments that the process by which students arrive at solutions and answers is more important than their final conclusion. Reflection is deeply embedded in this goal, as we know it is a critical component of student growth and development. The last goal revolves around demonstrating understanding. We strive to provide students with opportunities to creatively synthesize and express their understanding and to create impactful presentations that can be shared with an authentic audience. WeVideo is an online video editor and one such tool that we use for this purpose. We've seen the powerful learning that can take place when students are asked to synthesize the information they have been taught and given the creative freedom to demonstrate their understanding through these video projects. And that might be the heart of it. When we empower students with the resources they need and coach them through the process of using these tools we are providing them, students can take ownership for their learning. And that's where the magic happens.